In these problems, we're dealing with some more sequences. This time, they're geometric sequences. When we dealt with arithmetic sequences before, we noticed that between the numbers, there was always the same thing added or subtracted to get the next sequence in the term. In this case, from negative 80 to negative 40, that would be an adding of 40. And then from negative 40 to negative 20 would be adding 20. So those are not the same. So this is not an arithmetic sequence. In a geometric sequence, what we're looking for is what we're multiplying, or I guess you can think of it as dividing too, although to be consistent, maybe we can think of it always as multiplying by something. What are you multiplying each term by to get the next term in the sequence? So in this case, a negative 80 to a negative 40, well, that's cutting it in half, dividing by 2, or maybe we could think of this as multiplying by 1/2. 80 times 1, negative 80 times 1/2 is negative 40. Negative 40 times 1/2 is negative 20. And if we want to keep going, we just keep multiplying by 1/2, which is the same as dividing by 2. Negative 20 times 1/2, or divided by 2, is negative 10. And negative 10 times 1/2 is negative 5. So those would be the next two numbers in the sequence. Let's try another one. This one at first might look a little strange. You've got a positive 10, then a negative 40, and then a positive 160. So it seems to have some negative and some positive numbers. What's going on there? Well, that's going to happen if what you're multiplying by between each term is a negative number. So let's think about 10 to negative 40. What would I multiply by to get from 10 to negative 40? Well, that can be a negative 4. And if I do the same thing times negative 4, negative 40 times negative 4 is a positive 160. Our next term then is going to be negative, and let's see, negative 4 times 160 would be negative 640. And then we multiply that by a negative 4, we're going to get a positive 2560. You may want to use your calculator for these. But that is how to deal with a geometric sequence and how to find the next terms.